Okay, so I'm Ed Oberholtzer. I am the resident priest of the Joseph Priestley Zen community, which is an affiliate of the Empty Moon Zen Sangha. Keizan, after recounting the enlightenment experience of Michaka, finish case 7 of the transmission of the lamp with a poem. Though there be the purity of the autumn waters extending to the horizon, how does that compare with the haziness of a spring night's moon? Most people want clear purity, but though you sweep and sweep, the mind is not yet emptied. I always face having my eyes examined with a certain amount of trepidation, particularly if I'm supposed to get a new prescription for eyeglasses. That binocular-like contraption descends over my face there in a darkened room, and the doctor inserts a series of trial lenses. Is it better 1 or 2? 1 or 2? The earlier ones are easy to distinguish. It's when we get to the final stages that I find myself convinced that I've made the wrong choice. Is it better 1 or 2? I just can't tell, and I leave prescription in hand knowing that I've chosen badly, that my new glasses won't give me what I have since childhood longed to see. The night sky, vast and black, covered with stars like pinpricks, as tiny, almost dimensionless points of light. An immense array of clean, precise, scintillating stars. Instead, they're small, fuzzy patches. If I'm honest with myself, I realize that it's not the fault of the optometrist, not the fault of the testing device, no, not even my own fault for choosing incorrectly. No, it's simply that these are the eyes I've been handed. They stood me well considering, but they're getting old. No corrective lenses are going to give me the eyesight of a 20-year-old. No prisms are going to compensate for double vision. No vitamins will stave off macular degeneration forever. It's the hand I've been dealt. The hand, quite frankly, that we've all been dealt. I know the world through a veil of delusion, but in the end, it's how I know the world. The Buddha, in seeking the way, came to realize that it was this body, this very body, however inadequate it might be, that he would use to awaken. And so, when the young village girl offered him a bowl of rice porridge, he took it gladly, and with that body sat under the Bodhi tree to be awakened at the arising of the morning star. I wonder, fuzzy or pinprick? We move towards enlightenment, towards awakening, using all of these deluded means: eyes that are failing, ears that miss out on what's being said, hands and fingers that can be misled, thoughts that are tainted with misconceptions, prejudice, and ignorance. Yet this is all we have. We apprehend our true nature with tools that seem completely inadequate. It's hard work, but it can be done. So here we are. If you're like me, you just sat for about an hour with a mind that jumps from thought to story to obsession, wondering how far have I come on the road to enlightenment, and what is this enlightenment anyway? Delusion upon delusion. But hold them lightly. Dance around with them, and you'll find that enlightenment faintly at first, that subtle swish of the oxtail disappearing through the reeds, but there, hand in hand with delusion, two sides of one coin. Herodotus, the Greek writer of the conflict between Greece and Persia, is sometimes called the father of history, other times the father of lies. He walked an interesting line. The Greeks prized the purity of geometry, of mathematical proofs. Herodotus wanted to understand human actions. He understood that each of us has a limited, deluded view of the world and thought that he could approach the truth by questioning many witnesses, hoping to triangulate a truth beyond their individual falsehoods. A good attempt, even if a failure. But it's the attempt that stands out. We also find ourselves trying to grasp something messy and obscure with means that are often just as messy. Our own true nature apprehended with this fallible mind. As we turn the lamp inwards, we remember Hakuin's words that this very body, this is the body of Buddha. An old friend, a teacher back in Boston, used to give as part of his instructions for beginners in Zazen the final reminder that the face naturally settles into a faint hint of a smile. The same smile you'll see on statues of the Buddha. I like to think that it's a reflection of that inner state that recognizes that we're all sitting here in brokenness and delusion and wouldn't have it any other way. As I got into my backyard now in the dark of the night and I cast my gaze up, not to those pinpricks of light, but to that large, bright, and very hazy moon of the spring. Thank you.